need to tell you something that happened to me when I was 8 years old. Something I kept secret for almost a decade. Because if I had told anyone, they would have known I broke the one rule that could have saved my life. By the end of this story, you'll understand why I sleep with every door in my house locked, even the closet. It was a Tuesday night in October, the kind of night where the rain doesn't just fall, it attacks. My parents had left for some fancy event across town, promising they'd be back before I went to bed. But the storm had other plans. Around 9 p.m., the phone rang. My mom's voice was tight with worry. "Sweetie, the roads are flooding. We can't make it back tonight." I remember the exact words she said next. "Lock every door, every window. Close all the blinds. Keep the lights on." Then she said something that didn't make sense to me at the time. "If anything feels wrong, even slightly wrong, call 911 first. Then call us." I laughed it off. I was 8, invincible, excited even. Unlimited candy, no bedtime, total freedom. What could possibly go wrong? I planted myself on the couch with a mountain of Halloween candy, watching horror movies. The irony isn't lost on me now. Somewhere around midnight, the sugar crash hit like a freight train. I passed out. When I woke up, the TV had gone dark. Sleep mode, which meant I'd been out for at least 3 hours. But that's not what woke me up. It was the cold. Not normal cold. The kind of cold that shouldn't exist inside a house. Like someone had left a window open. In the middle of a storm. My first thought was, Mom's gonna kill me. I hadn't locked anything. I hadn't closed the blinds. I'd broken every single rule. I dragged myself off the couch and started my checklist. Front door, locked. Back door, locked. Kitchen window, shut. Living room blinds, closed. I checked every single entry point on the first floor. Everything was sealed tight. So why was it so cold? I pressed my hand against the windows, checking for cracks. Nothing. Then I heard it. A sound from upstairs. Creaking. Not the house settling. Not the storm. Something rhythmic, like weight shifting on old floorboards. But my entire upstairs was carpeted. The logical part of my brain said, it's just the storm. But the primal part, the part that's kept humans alive for thousands of years, that part was screaming. I forced myself upstairs. Each step felt like walking to my own execution. My bedroom door was open. I never left it open. The storm was hammering against my window now. Rain like bullets, thunder that shook the walls, and then lightning. For one brief, horrible second, my room lit up like daylight, and I saw it. My closet door, cracked open, just an inch. I had closed it. I knew I had closed it. The room went black again. I stood frozen in my doorway, waiting. Another flash of lightning, and this time, the door was open wider. Someone was was in my closet. I didn't run. Running makes noise. I backed out of my room, inch by inch, never taking my eyes off that closet door. I made it to the stairs. Then I bolted. I dove under the dining room table and pulled the chairs in around me, creating a cage, a hiding spot. I was crying, but I wasn't making sound. I had my hand clamped over my mouth. That's when I heard the footsteps. Not walking, stumbling, like someone who'd been hurt, or something that didn't know how to use legs properly. They were coming down the stairs. Thump, drag, thump, drag. They reached the bottom, and they were coming toward the dining room, toward me. I pulled my knees to my chest, making myself as small as possible. And then I saw them. Just the legs, bare feet, skin that was wrong, pale, almost yellow, covered in mud and cuts, like they'd crawled through broken glass. They stopped, right next to the table. Then something fell, metal hitting wood, a wrench, old, rusted. It landed 2 feet from my face. If they bent down to pick it up, they'd see me. We'd be eye to eye. I didn't breathe. I didn't blink. I became a statue. They didn't bend down. They just stood there for what felt like an eternity. Then they walked away. The front door opened and closed. I stayed under that table until the sun came up. When my parents got home, I was in bed, the wrench hidden in my backpack. I never told them, not for 9 years. And when I finally did, my dad went pale. He said something I'll never forget. That night, a patient escaped from the psychiatric hospital 2 miles from our house. They found him 3 days later, hiding in someone's attic. I still have that wrench. I've never been able to throw it away. I never leave my closet door open, ever.